Namaste everyone, this is Dr. Vaishali Lokhande, consultant physician at Apollo Hospitals, Navi Mumbai. We all are worried, concerned and always following all the news on COVID-19 for the past 3 months to 6 months. But I think we should not forget the fact that there are other infections always lurking in the background. And adults, even though we feel that we are, compared to children, we are healthier and at risk of lesser infections, all of us have received our vaccine shots in childhood up to the age of 5 years or 10 years, and it is quite painful. All of us remember it that way. But we need to understand that vaccination is not only for children but also for adults as well. So how does a vaccine work? Let's understand that first. So when a person is exposed to any infectious agent, say a virus or a bacteria, the body has to mount an immune response and tends to fight the infection. But sometimes the body is not prepared and the infection load is very high, it can get overwhelming for the patient's immunity, and sometimes the patient may not be able to fight the infection the way it is required to and may suffer from the disease. It can sometimes be complicated and can cause hospitalization, and some people may unfortunately enough die. So the whole idea is that if your body is exposed to a particular infectious agent in smaller doses, and where all the infectivity of the agent has been killed off or nullified by some chemical processes, so the virus or the bacteria's protein materials which are responsible for generating an immune response, that is given in doses. That is what a vaccine is supposed to do. So this vaccine enters the system, triggers your immune system, and within, say, span of 4 to 6 weeks, the person's immunity produces antibodies which will help neutralize any virus or bacteria in the system if they're exposed to ever. So that's how your adult vaccination works. Now, which group of people should be requiring adult vaccination? I'll say that people up to the age of 15 years are covered by their pediatricians for various infectious conditions, like people are getting vaccines for TB, for hepatitis, for measles, mumps and rubella and chickenpox, and also some population they give typhoid vaccine as well. But in adults, there are people who need to travel internationally for educational purposes. So people in the age group of 20 to 25 or 28, they do travel abroad, and those people also require vaccination documentation or proof of immunity for measles, mumps and rubella or chickenpox. There's also a vaccine for meningococcal infections. So this infection is not common. It's more common in the brain and it's more common in colder countries. But people who are planning to travel abroad will need to take the meningococcal vaccine also. Having said that, for people with regular risk factors and regular lifestyle and healthy adults, they are still can suffer from a bad episode of influenza, like the simple influenza, seasonal one, or the swine flu, or they can really be put down by pneumonia. So these vaccines are available. I do recommend for adults, healthy adults, also above the age of 19, to take their flu shots annually. And of course, the reason being that the virus changes the structure every year, so the vaccine has to be modeled based on the virus strain. That's why it's an annual shot. People above the age of 50 or 55, or people who are diabetics, people who are asthmatics, bronchitis patients, people who are smokers, and immunocompromised people, people who are at risk of infection because of their various health issues, are also recommended pneumonia vaccine shots. So these are bacterial pneumonia vaccines. There are two types, 13 and 23 valent, which are given 1 year apart. One of them is given once in a lifetime, one of them is given once every 5 years. And beyond this, adults can be required to get chickenpox vaccine for people who are at risk of getting the infections again and again, or those who have who need to travel. So those also need to get chickenpox vaccination. Zoster vaccine is the varicella infection vaccine that happens, the shingles that people get above the age of 60. So zoster vaccine also is recommended for people above the age of 60 and diabetics. And beyond this, your hepatitis vaccines are given for healthcare personnel who have not been given those shots in childhood. Hepatitis B. People who are traveling a lot should make sure that the hepatitis A vaccine also is in order, because it's a foodborne illness, and again it can put the person down for a month or two. So there is a combination of hepatitis A and B vaccine available, which can be given to people who have never been vaccinated against these two infections. There are other rare vaccines available, like the cervical cancer vaccine, which are used in by gynecologists in young healthy girls to prevent cervical cancer. Also, it's used in young men below the age of 22 or 25 to prevent infections, cancers related to the papilloma virus. There are other vaccines available, but which are used situational based, so those should be beyond the scope of this discussion. But having said that, for people who are healthy and otherwise doing fine, a flu shot every year is a good idea. People with risk factors should definitely go for the pneumonia shots, the pneumonia vaccine shots, the 13 and the 23 valent, people over the age of 50 and people who are diabetics and asthmatics and smokers. And the rest of them who require vaccinations for whatever reason should seek their physician's advice. And of course, COVID pandemic will soon end, maybe in few months or maybe in some time now. And then of course we'll see the surge of the other infections back. So it's always best to stay prepared. Meanwhile, maintain your health and nutrition well, maintain your immunity well, take care, stay safe.